Hi guys, it's Tyra here from Reiki Essentials and Firefly Gift Shop. So tonight it's Halloween. Happy Samhain, happy Halloween. Tonight we had our Halloween Spirit Side Connection group session, and I keep it small, like 6 guests or less. I keep it small so that we can give everybody at least, half hour, 45 minutes. And we had 4 sign up, but 1 called in sick. But that's okay because then, the remaining people get a little more time. And it was really cool. We had, I have printouts of notes to call in the corners, call in the directions, opening the Akashic records and closing the Akashic records, opening prayers, protection prayers. What else? Oh, and clearing statements. Like, I rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate, whatever, fill in the blank, on all levels of time, space, and dimension. And, it depends on what our client needs. And that's what we utilize. But with a Spirit Side Connection, I don't typically bring notes like that. But I did tonight, which was a good thing because everybody needed something different. So we could really give them a really good energetic session. And so one of the people there needed, or didn't need, but wanted to go into their Akashic records. And another one needed clearing statements to release old patterns of thinking, outdated, no longer suited her. And then the other one, we just needed an extra layer of protection because we weren't sure what was going to come through. Nothing bad. It was just really interesting. The whole night was so interesting. So I start out and I tell my paranormal gallery of entities that are there. I tell them to please, I know you want to see what's going on. I know you want to talk, talking to the entities and stuff. I know you guys want to talk, but now is their time. So could you please take 10 steps back or go outside and wait or go in the other room and wait. Listen from over there because we need energetic space for our client's spiritual team. So then we wait just a little bit, and sometimes we'll hear inner hearing. We'll hear voices from the gallery say that they don't really want to leave, or, they're like, "Aw, we wanted to listen," that kind of thing. So I tell them, thank you for hanging around, and, but we're really here to help this person right now, and, really, could you please step back and leave space for our client? So then we give them just a little bit, and then the energy clears, and then the whole team and me, we go through a prayer of protection, and I call out in a group session, I call out everybody's name, full name, and I ask for their energetic teams to come in. And at that point, the client is also instructed that they can ask for guardians and guardian angels or ancestors. They can ask for anybody that they want to be there to help them. So we did that for everybody. And then, it was just really good. So there was a spirit guide there. Old, I don't know if he was, not Native American, but similar to that type of culture. I kind of thought North America, but super big mountains that he was showing me, like bigger than the Rockies in Montana. You know, it could have been more south, like Peru area, or like way up in maybe some Alaskan wilderness type area. But it was beautiful. And then another person, one of their guardians was from a farther out realm, and the energy from that entity that came through. Where you going, Sam? You want to come here? Come on. Okay, well, he's going to sniff my shoes. The energy, anyway, from that being was incredible. And this being was huge. And all three of us, hi, honey, when we tried to zero in on any kind of features to tell our client what it looked like, we all had like this feeling of flash burn in our eyes. And crazy enough, we all had a headache on this side going down into our teeth. We all had that headache on that side. And when we're doing this, you know, like sometimes my eyes are closed, sometimes they're open. Like if I'm really, really focusing on something, I'll close my eyes and then I will discuss it with a client and my eyes are open then when I'm looking at the client and we're talking. So I'm hanging onto the side of my head, and like Heather she's on the team as well. She was hanging onto her head at one point. And then I noticed Ben too was also hanging onto his head, but it didn't really dawn on me. It didn't click until we were all done and we were discussing with the client. And then I said, you know, I had this headache over here. And they all, same side. Really kind of cool that we all had the same experience. And then, you know, we're done, we disconnect, and then it's gone. And then, what was the other? There was, so this being, a lot of strong energy coming through. So that was really cool. We had really good messages. And then, so we're done. And I think something was trying to come through for one of the clients. Sam, shh. He's trying to come through for one of the clients. And I had this pain, and it started like up here. And then it just kind of descended like a bubble just coming down. And it was very painful. And I was like, oh, this one's really painful. And I don't always disconnect because I want to know what's going to happen. But when I say it's painful, somebody from the team knows that they need to watch and make sure that I'm okay. Or if I channel, one of them will watch and make sure that, you know, I'm okay. And Heather said there was something on top of your head, and it distorted her view of the top of my head. And she said she could see it come down. And she was thinking, you know, what the hell is that? And she just let it go because I wasn't in any, you know, trauma. So she just let it happen to see what was happening. And then when we fully disconnected from that client, then it just stopped. Everything was fine, and I feel fine now. But that was interesting to experience. And then I also channeled. I can't remember who was speaking now. Oh, it was a different client. And one of her guides channeled just a little bit through me. And what I thought was interesting, like I'll do the shamanic calling in of the directions. And when hi Athena. Okay, no, go in your bed. Go lay down. Time for bed. Go lay down. Good girl. Good girl. I call in the east, west, north, and south. And so when I did that, though, my voice changed. I noticed right away. And my speech slowed. And then when I channel, my speech will slow. I get a little quieter and I enunciate extremely clear, correct. Pronunciation is impeccable. It's really kind of funny. And sometimes I'll take on an accent or that my tone will change. Usually my tone gets a little deeper. And so I noticed calling in the directions that was happening. And I thought, okay, well, whatever, whoever wants to call in the directions, go right ahead. So I let that connection just come through and we called in the directions. And then when they were done, I felt that release, and then I was talking in my own normal voice, a little bit higher, a little bit faster. Yeah, so that was interesting. I haven't had anything come through that. I think it's a higher self of me that came through tonight. So, yeah. Anyway, what else? And then, when we're all done and the clients leave, we always sit around for just a few more minutes if we have to. And anything that we felt that we couldn't say to the client or in front of the client, we'll talk about just amongst us on the team. And so there's only a little bit that we shared, different things that we didn't